If you are listening to this right now, I want you to do one thing and one thing only, and that's bet on yourself. Bet on yourself, trust yourself, speak highly of yourself, speak over your life. Like, I'm rooting for you as much as I'm rooting for myself. And I feel like, for me, it's like, out of my family, like my close-knit family, no one in my family is an entrepreneur. Like, when I mean entrepreneur, I mean like intermediate family versus, I'm like the first to jump out there and take risk, and I'm not scared. Like, sometimes it can be a little spooky a little bit, but it's like, it's a good fear. And I'm dreaming so big sometimes that sometimes it scares me, because when you realize how many people live in a box and they only can see within that box, it's like, oh my gosh, there is a world out here. And then it's like, they don't even dig deep enough to go beyond this world or this realm to think that they can be the next one, or the next one to change things for, the family, or to be the first one to break generational curses. And it's tough, because I look at so many other people with family members who are entrepreneurs, and the whole family line is entrepreneurs, and they got it going. And it's like, I'm trying to build something in hopes that one day my intermediate family will wake up. And not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur, but for me, I want to be the start of something for someone to look later down the line in my family, be like, I want to be like my aunt or my cousin, or that one friend that I know what their family was like, but that person prevailed and became someone bigger and better, and just wanted more out of life. And when I say I want more out of life, I just want to leave this earth with some form of an impact, to know that my life wasn't wasted on regrets and what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. I really want to get to that point in my life to where I look back and I'm like, I'm glad I did it. I'm at peace with what I did. I'm grateful for all the risks that I took, and all the things that I failed at just to be here right now today. That's what I'm thinking about, It's like finally getting to that point to where, like, all of it was worth it. All of it. The long nights, the early mornings, the struggles, the ups and downs. Like, I think people, they're scared, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, because it's like, the sooner that you come to terms that there is no success without failure, you will fail fast and forward, like, because you cannot get to that top without that bottom. That's the crazy part. And it's like, you hear people all the time say, like, I had to hit rock bottom before I got to the top. And it's like, I think people these days in today's society is so quick for the instant gratification, for the instant results, just to say or to brag to other people. And one thing about me is, like, I don't brag. I like the humble brags, you know what I'm saying? But I do know, like, right now in this season, like, I gotta pop my shit and talk my shit, because I've done a lot. I don't speak on a lot, but I've done a lot, because it's just a simple fact that I'm a humble person. I come from, humble beginnings, so it's like, I don't need to appease anyone but myself. So it's like, people gotta understand, it's never an overnight thing. You got people who haven't reached success into like 10 years and 15 years and 20 years, and it's like our generation thinks success is supposed to happen 1 to 2 years, and I feel like that's like entry level when you're figuring out a lot of things on your own and becoming an entrepreneur. It's even greater, of course, when you have mentors to guide you through, but it's at the same time, it's like it takes time, and I feel like I had to realize that for myself. Like, we're gonna crunch the time, we're gonna do the best that we can to get it done, of course, and a better time, and try to, you know, not go through all the hurdles that comes with, you know, the ups and the downs. But sometimes you just have to go through humps and bumps, loops and hoops, you know, to know, like, once you get to the top, like, you already made those mistakes, so you already know what to look for. You already know the people to look out for. You already know what to expect from certain people. You already know how to read a room, read energy, like, and I think that's important. And I'm realizing that because it's like, I think if you become successful so early, so soon, if you haven't learned it at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, how to deal with people and who's what and who's trying to look and gain this, and, you know, basically sharpening up your knowledge about just people in general. When you get to the top, you'll be like an ignorant fool of where, like, all those people who got taken advantage of. So if that means me slowly getting to reach my success, but I'm learning along the way what to look out for and what to sharpen myself on, what to obtain far as knowledge, man, listen, I'm all here for it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, you got to want to grow, be better, do better, you know, for it to stick. I was just saying earlier today that some people could walk into $1 million right now, but if they weren't doing the work prior to getting that $1 million, meaning, like, you know, investing, you know, gaining knowledge on certain things and seeing what to invest in and what to do with money, if they had got a certain lump sum of money, like, that money will be gone just as fast as they get it. But see, one thing about it, you get that slow money, you learn a lot. You learn a lot. You learn how to save. You learn how to invest. You learn to say, like, you know what, before I used to do this, but I'm not doing that now because I got somewhere that I'm trying to go. I'm trying to touch $1 billion. I'm not trying to stay in that $1 million range. I'm trying to touch a B now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful to not rush ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm at God's speed. I love that right there. I'm at God's speed. What God has for me, what God wants for me, I'm at God's speed. And that's with grace, with love, you know. God will give you everything that you ask for, but God also had to take you through certain things and walks in life for Him to bless you with those things, you know. But you still have to have a mindset of abundance and prosperity and know that you are worthy and valuable of these things, you know, because you could be your worst enemy. So I just want y'all to take that, you know, to heart and just realize, take those risks. And not every risk you're going to have a plan for it. You're not going to know exactly how and when, but if it's something that you truly believe in, I'm telling you, take the risk. Take the risk, because the risk that I took for my life right now, I don't regret it. Every day I wake up and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful and I'm so humble, you know, to live the way I'm living right now. And I'm still learning and figuring things out, but I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm so at peace. I remember at a time waking up and going to work and being miserable. And I'm not that. Like, I hardly stress. I hardly, you know, I'm angry or, you know, just mad at the world because I got to get up and clock in at somebody's clock. So I'm not gonna lie, that's a different type of peace, but it does come with more work when you're working for yourself.